bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. So Tennessee's offense will have its first possession of the game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. The throw. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time. But
touchdown, Tennessee! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Running to Green. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Bunch formation for these receivers. Handoff from the gun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now he's going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving...
Touchdown ball! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. To the air, it's Trevino. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Dead center perfect. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. The offense has already made the long field goal. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Oh, what a cut! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. That pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Volunteers are rolling down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They go right back to him. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when...
It's picked off. That's number 10. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender
lofts one high and deep. Snags it on the right. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Gator! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications, too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Rushes on him, looking for a deep man. And they will score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Trevino. Catch in the middle, it's Brooks. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Spins away from the defense. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He'll get rid of it. It's caught. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in the roof.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Gets it out fast.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Wants to throw again. He's got it. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking deep. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day. He's not there yet, but, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Gators moving quickly to the line. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw, it's Trevino. Pocket breaking down. It's complete. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets the give. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more connection on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Time to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And back to the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And as he throws, can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, Florida-Tennessee never disappoints. We figured this could be a dynamite matchup all week, and it has delivered. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Vols and Gators.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators intercepted for the 11th time this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Power football with the run. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense in press coverage. The stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And he Makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Find some fresh air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's second and long. The run from the shotgun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown ball. He got a step and just dusted the field. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Gators come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been.
There he goes. Touchdown, Gator. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Hold and fire complete. He's out past the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good. And then when you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Running back searching for a hole. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. The Vols kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards.
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Trevino. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. The Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense is more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Looking for space, it's Day.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Wants to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On the move and looking deep. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Great place to start for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Using the quick game. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried double.
Big guy tries to barrel in, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown balls. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Trevino. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Offense in an empty set. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Dropping back, it's Trevino. Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it